Clients don't necessarily know which tools you use to manage and track time to their projects. After all, they probably just hired you to do a job and don't necessarily know which tools you use to manage that job. But what we're doing now is talking about ways that the Standard Time product can be used to help keep clients happy. And generally this falls into the category of documentation, planning, and then having the full documentation for the history of the project. Let's start by going over to the Project Tasks tab. Here we're looking at one particular project, and this is showing a hierarchy for a project. You might consider putting together one of these project plans. It doesn't necessarily have to be a complex, deep, detailed plan, but something simple that you can hand to the client and say, this is my plan for doing the project. You can include a full hierarchy like you're seeing here, or just a flat list of tasks that you intend to do. This is one way to help make sure clients are happy, because they know that you are planning ahead. This project schedule or list of tasks should include all the deliverables that you intend to give the client, all the milestones, phases. You might consider then tracking the percent complete, as you see over here on the right hand side. Each of these tasks has a percent complete, and so then that rolls up to the project level. So being able to print this out or send a PDF document to clients allows you to show them the progress you're making on the project. It gives them a reassurance that you will finish on time and on budget. So as you're tracking along, this really does make clients happy to see their project progressing. The tasks that you see here are going to show up in the timesheet, where you can track time to them, enter hours in using a stopwatch type timer, or just entering time manually. When you do that, you're going to get what we call a list of time logs, and that's the list that you're seeing here. So the time logs and the timesheet are sort of close relatives. So this list has the advantage of being good documentable proof of the history you've had with the project. So when the client comes back and says, what did you do in the last month, you can print the list out. You can go over to the time logs reports, let's say, and run a report, let's say for last month. You run that report, it's got all of the users in here, a list of all the things that they did. You can then again print that out or put it in a PDF document that goes directly to the client. So that list that you saw in the report came from this time log list, which was essentially the records from your timesheet. So that allows you to give good documented history on the project. Again, making your client happy with the documentation on your project. If you simply have a spreadsheet that has hours, you won't necessarily have this full rich list that you can print out and give to the client. So this is just another way to help make clients happy. These three tabs will certainly give you all of the documentation you need. Of course, there is expenses. If you're charging expenses to the client, you'll be able to keep that list. Both the time and expenses then go into the invoices. So when you run an invoice for a client, you will have the itemized documentation of the time and the expenses for the job that you're working on. All of that gives a nice reassuring feeling to the client that this project is going along on schedule and will be completed on time and on budget.